Questions?
Coach, did you have to say anything to your team to get them that amped up, or did they just kind of come in?
I don't think you got to say nothing to get them amped up to play the Warriors. I mean, deservedly so. That's a great team over there, an incredibly well-coached team, incredibly talented, who play the game the right way and share the ball and defend. And you know, our guys knew they had to come out and play a great game to get this, and we knew we had to play a great game to win by .1. You know, it just worked out that the score went up the way it did, but you know, we got a group of character in there, and they understood what was at stake.
Coach, do you think your guys kind of felt like they had something to prove when they came off a shoot around? They saw all the fanfare going on, and they were just kind of this is our house type thing.
That's their attitude in general. You know, like I said, a lot of people wanted us to roll up and die when we had everybody go down. And 1 through 15, we picked the players that we picked this summer, and I wanted to be a part of this organization this summer because of the kind of guys that they have. And they like competition. They love it. And that's what we've been doing. I know the other guys have been tight and they haven't played as well, but you know, overall our attitude has stayed the same throughout the whole process.
Coach, two-part question. People say don't make too much out of a regular season win.
Right.
What does this win mean for your team? And secondly, Troy Williams, man, he plays like he's starving out there. You have to love Williams.
Well, it's a reason that we kept him. You know, the kid, he definitely has some he fits our identity. He's got a ton of grit. I can yell at him. He's not afraid of the moment. I really like the kid a lot. He's really earned his way. Guys like that, you gotta respect. And yeah, it's a regular season game. I don't want to make no more of it. The bottom line, I think, more than anything for me in the locker room, is they see that they do belong. And that's all I wanted them to understand, is that what I'm saying to them aren't just words, and what we're working on isn't just motions. It's action, and it's real. And this game at least gives us a little taste of belonging. And so it means nothing if we don't continue to get better and build on it, if we don't stay humble through all of this and understand it is just a regular season game. But I am proud of it.
Coach, I noticed Tony handling the ball probably more than the other game. Was that intentional based on how they guarded in the past?
Tony Allen? No, I mean, I've been having him handle a lot. You know, maybe more tonight than usual, but it wasn't necessarily in the cards. You know, I've given Tony a lot of freedom offensively to do a lot of different things. I don't want to hide Tony. There's no need to. He's got a lot of different offensive attributes that we can use, and I want to highlight those instead of trying to hide him away because people don't view him as a shooter. So, and I trust him with the ball. I really do. He's a champion. You know, he understands the situation and the moment. So, you know, Tony Allen is an invaluable piece to this team.
Coach, knowing the firepower on the other side,
Yeah.
what was the message throughout the game just to keep the team in the moment, trying not to get away from what you did to get a 30?
Stick to the game plan. You know, a few times there we drifted away from the game plan, and when you drift away from the game plan against them, they make you pay immediately. And so you might have saw me get a little fired up a couple of times where they got airspace for some open threes, where I thought we got a little casual defensively. And you know, even when you play them perfectly, they still make shots. So as soon as I saw us getting away from the game plan, I had to reel us back in and make sure we understood it's, you know, 3 minutes they can be back up again. That's how good they are. So guys responded and they got it back together.
How impressed were you with the fact that you guys were able to be so aggressive offensively for so much of the game in the foul line that you never really seen them win?
Well, I mean, that's our game offensively. You know, sometimes it's just not pretty. You know, especially with the amount of shooting we got out right now. You know, we just offensively we just got to beat you up. You know, as much as we can and try to pound the paint. And some nights it works really well, and some nights it looks like mud, but it still kind of works. And you know, we hang our hat ultimately on our defense. And when the ball's going in, that's great. But ultimately, we try to make sure we take care of the defensive end first.
Coach, two questions. How close to your ideal vision of defense did we see tonight? And then how do you build on that going forward?
I mean, I was pretty close. I mean, that's who we are. I mean, we're physical. We challenge shots. The one thing that I think was better tonight than it's been for this whole stretch is discipline. You know, not fouling jump shooters, not reaching in on guys, not going for shot fakes, things like that. I thought the last, 5 games, at the end of clock or at the end of a possession, we would bail teams out with our lack of discipline and focus. And so tonight we had a much better focus from that standpoint. Moving forward, we just want to stick to what we do. We're a working team. We'll watch our film. We'll correct mistakes as we made mistakes tonight. We'll continue to get into the gym and drill and work at what we do and continue to build our identity.
Coach, it appeared even like from the opening tip that they just never really got into any kind of rhythm on the offensive end. What did you feel like was the biggest reason that y'all were able to really kind of control?
I mean, maybe part of it was them. They might have had an off night tonight. I don't want to just say it was all us because that team they got a special group of guys over there. I know a few of those guys, and I know their coaching staff, and that's a championship group. So, yeah, we did a great job defensively, but I want to make sure that we understand that it wasn't just all us. Like, that wasn't a normal Steph Curry night. That wasn't a normal Klay Thompson night, nor a normal Kevin Durant night, for that matter. So, but I do think our guys worked extremely hard to execute the game plan.
Anything else? Thank you.